Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. My name is Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher here at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. Today we're in Daniel chapter 12, finishing up the book of Daniel. Before we get too far, I'm going to let you know I believe we're going into the book of Hebrews starting tomorrow. Book of Hebrews. And we'll work our way through that. But today we're in Daniel 12, and I'm going to look at verse 10. Daniel 12, and looking at verse 10, which reads, "Many will be purged, purified, and refined, but the wicked will act wickedly, and none of the wicked will understand, but those who have insight will understand." Again, as we come to the end of the visions of Daniel, all that he has seen and been told, and all that he has witnessed himself and seen and dealt with. He's gone through so much, and so here at the end kind of brings out a point. And again, as we've been talking about captivity and about being set free and about the punishments that come upon them, as you read through all this, in the end, it seems to be something we can kind of see throughout the Word of God, right? You see that you have the remnant that is always there with God, right? There's always a remnant. There's always those who remain faithful, and better yet, you have those who return back to God. And so the first part of verse 10 says, "Many will be purged, purified, and refined." Again, I know I missed the verse of the day yesterday, but if you read chapter 11, verse 35 kind of talks about being purged also. It says some of those, chapter 11, verse 35, some of those who have insight will fall in order to refine, purge, and make them pure until the end of time, because it is still to come at the appointed time. And so, again, it continues on that point that you have this refining, this pureness, the being refined and being made better as you've went through all this, as you've gone through the trials, as they went through captivity, as they return back to Jerusalem, as they go through one nation after another rising, and Jerusalem, the children of God, continue steadfastly. And so, but then you have the wicked. The wicked don't learn anything from it. The wicked don't grow. The wicked continues in their ways, right? And so that's the next part of verse 10. "But the wicked will act wickedly, and none of the wicked will understand." They won't come to an understanding why these things took place. They won't come to an understanding how to move on. They won't come to an understanding on any of it. But then it comes back to the righteous, right? It says, "But those who have insight will understand." And so those who study the Word of God, those who have insight, will come to an understanding that they will put their faith and trust in God. And again, it's a good verse to say, but even though sometimes as we study the Word of God, we have a hard time understanding everything. But in the end, right, we put our trust in God, and we will know. So anyways, I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope everybody has a blessed day. Again, tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to go into the book of Hebrews chapter 1. So if the Lord is willing, I'll talk to you later.